Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Linked In for August 6th, 2012. My name is Link, bringing you community interaction and gaming discussions. To submit a question, please read the description below. In the background, you will see me playing as Sivir in a ROM gameplay, and I think I did rather good. So, without further ado, let's get to a proper Linked In that's actually feature length and doesn't have old content and actually has me putting text on the screen like for this person. This is from TJS. Sorry I offended you in today's comments somehow. You didn't offend me. I don't get offended. Honestly, you're from the internet. What can you do besides type words? Anyway, but I just thought branching out would get you get more people interested in your regular content, sort of like other commentators PewDiePie, UberHaxerNover, and Player POV. Okay, you just named two people I hate and one person I don't even know. So let's go to person I hate number one, which we're going to be UberHaxerNova. Let's go to his channel, go right to his video section. Okay, in the last 24 hours, he has released 7 videos. Ha ha ha. Now, how many of those are trash videos? I.e., he gets on a bandwagon and tries getting subscribers. We have a Happy Wheels, we have a Slender, we have Minecraft, Binding of Isaac not so much, Payday not so much, and some new game which I'm guessing is going to probably go popular, because he's just starting it. Okay, so what's wrong with this? 1. 9 videos in less than 24 hours. I'm counting the ones that say 1 day ago, because I don't know if those were actually a day ago. But, so 9 videos in less than a day and a half. Last I checked, the reason I put out content so slowly is because 1, I know my viewers will watch it and enjoy it. 2, I don't try and get a crap ton of money. 1, I don't even have partnership, but I don't try and get a crap ton of money off my subscribers. 3, I don't make trash content. 4, I actually put work into my videos and not just copy paste, render, send, copy paste, render, send, copy paste, render, send. I don't do that kind of crap. Okay, now let's go over to PewDiePie, the other person I absolutely despise. And I'll check out Player POV later. Okay, so let's go to PewDiePie's channel. Let's see. Videos? How many videos in his last 24 hours? Ooh, we're only looking at 6. But this is retarded. Mind my language. Okay, so what do we have in these 6? We have a brand new game that just came out less than 2 days ago. He's already on episode 5. We have a... Oh look, it's Clop, that thing that was on UberHaxerNova's channel. Huh. So, looks like that is going to be some more viral trash content. Happy Wheels again? We have Amnesia? And I think another Amnesia. Yeah, so we got some crap content, and then we have some really weird content. But he has about 6 videos in the last day. So, yeah. Yeah, that's that. Anyways, let's get to your actual question. Anyways, my question is, Lee Sin is also is known for jungling, but can be found in lane. What is he, Pokemon or something? He's known to be in the jungle, but he can be found in the lane. Anyway, enough of my horrible humor. What is your opinion on Lee Sin, and how would you build him? I'm pretty sure I have a laning video of Lee Sin. Let me check my video manager and go find it. But Lee Sin is actually a very strong solo top. Is it this one right here? It's one of these. I'm a solo top as Lee. But you can build him many ways, and he can pretty much wreck any lane he's actually in. I think this was me solo top. Let me just turn off my volumes. Well, I wasn't even in laning phase at this point. I was jungle Lee Sin in this one. This one I think I was laning Lee Sin because I was found top. Yeah, we had a jungle Hecarim. If you look, it's my June 26th video. It's called I See You. It's a Lee Sin gameplay. If you want to try and find it, go to my channel and go to videos, and on the right side just search in Lee Sin. It should be the one at the top. But that features a Lee Sin laning video. Now, about Lee Sin in lane, he is very strong because he has very high mobility and very good harass. What I mean by this is that you could either do one of two things. You could dash in with your W, get next to a friendly minion, grab a CS, and just walk out with your shield. Now, actually, there's multiple things you can do. Then, if there's an enemy champion nearby, you can actually dash to him and use your E, get that ability off, and then maybe hit him again, and then tap him while he's underneath the slow, and then be able to back off when your shield gets low. Or you could use Q to dive to a minion, then follow up with E, and then hit W back to a minion, a caster minion on your side. This is pretty much the high mobility and allows you to harass. This is one of the better ways to play Lee Sin in lane. He's only good as a solo top, but he can be done with a duo top, but you need someone that has high mobility as well if you want to play very aggressively, because they can hide in the bush and you could dash to them and get easy in-lane gank if the person's that dumb to not check bushes, if they have you pushed back that far. And yeah, okay, now how would you build Lee Sin? Laning phase, you're going to want to go Wriggles and Merc Treads. Wriggles for your free ward or your escape for later game, and Merc Treads because since Lee Sin's so mobile, you have to have a little bit of anti-CC. Now, outside of that, you're going to get put into a rather interesting situation. Do you want to build him tanky and slightly damaging, high damage, high damage, high reward, medium damage, low reward, but the reward you get to stay alive? There's two different builds. Build option number 2, we're going to start with the tanky one. You have the Wriggles and you have the Merc Treads. There's your two main items. Now you need some defense. I suggest going in with a Triforce, or Trinity Force as you might know it. Going in with a Trinity Force and building a Warmogs. The Trinity Force will give you the Sheen buff, which is very strong since Lee Sin does use a lot of abilities and basic attacks to do his damage. Then you have the Zeal, which is good for chasing and extra damage, because you have a chance of getting a random crit, and you have a Phage for the slow. So, that's that. Then you have 3 more slots open. This is where it gets fun. You want an Aegis of the Legion, because that'll give you flatline defense, your team defense, you also get some health, and it'll also give you a little bit of attack damage. I think it's 8. Or 8 or 12. It's a weird number. Then from there, you're going to want to pick up now this is your own discretion what you get first. You could either get that, or you could get a, I almost said Leviathan, Warmogs. Now you want to get the Warmogs and the Aegis no matter what, but you want to get one before the other. Now, here's where you have your last build slot, and you can choose from A or B. A, B, or C. Option A is to, if the other team is fast and keeps getting away in team fights, you may want to look for something like a Force of Nature. Give you a little bit of speed buff, and you fill up that MR that is actually getting slowly drowned out by your other items. Or you could get a Guardian Angel and just be in there and be a harassing target that will just go in there, get their attention, and then you're going to fall to them, but you're going to revive. This is a very interesting choice. I have done it once, and once I revive with my full stacks on my Warmogs, I actually am able to continue fighting. Now, this build also recommends that this build also is recommended to stay in a fight for a while, because you have that backup, and that's why the backup from the the Guardian Angel is so good. And then you have option number 3, which is build a Bloodthirster. Now, this option works decently. You have your damage output within the 3 items, Wriggles, Trinity Force, and Bloodthirster. Then you have your 2 defensive items. But you can easily be shut down with some MR. With some ability power items. So you could easily be taken out because you don't have that much resist to that. Anyway, that's build number 1. Now, build number 2 is personally my favorite. I've invented it myself. Actually, I invented both of these builds myself. And then the Second Lee Sin build follows the same principle for the first 2 items. You want your Merc Treads and your... Well, I'm derping here. Merc Treads and your Wriggles. And then what you want for your next 2 items is a Hex Drinker and a Phage. Hex Drinker gives you that shield that you may need to get away with just a little bit of health. It also gives you some MR and attack damage. Then for Phage, that gives you a slow and health. Now, it's your own discretion what you do next. I honestly go for the Aegis of the Legion first, because I get more health and more defense. And then I use that open slot to be a building area while I upgrade my next items. Now, I normally upgrade my items depending on how the other team is. If I'm being fed, or they don't do enough damage to me in team fights, I'll make my Mortius quicker. But if they keep hurting me and focusing me out, I will get my... or running away and actually escaping, I will grab my Frozen Mallet first. So depending on what you get, you get. Once you get those items, you have that last open slot, and that will be used for your Bloodthirster. Now, this is the high risk, high reward one. Your health pool isn't as big as it should be. You're looking at only an extra 700 from that. Yeah, you're not looking at that much health. You're looking at an extra 1,000 maybe. But is not as much as the Warmogs would give you in combination with with the other items. But you have the high reward from the Bloodthirster. Now what you can do is if it's going on and on and on and on, you can sell your Wriggles. You'll lose a little bit of armor, but you can buy a second Bloodthirster. This is definitely where the build starts to kick in. I'm not sure if I actually have a gameplay of me with this build completed. I won't check right now, but I'm just wondering. But yeah, there's the few ways you can build Lee Sin, and when he's found in lane, make sure to harass him when his shield is down, stay away from your minions when you know his cooldowns are up, and if at all cost, keep his energy low, and this will mitigate almost all of his damage. Okay, on to question 2 from Boomala, or Boomalin, whatever. Dear Link, how would you build Zyra? Considering her passive is only good when she dies, it's useless during any fights until the end. So how would I build Zyra? I didn't play much as Zyra. I've played her about 3 times, and I really want to pick her up, but I'm just like, will I enjoy this champion or won't I? I've seen a lot of people playing her, and she's actually getting a nerf in the next patch. Spoilers, after her first plant does its amount of damage, all the next plants only do 50%. There you go. Also, Darius is getting a nerf, and Heimer's getting a buff. You didn't hear it from me, but you did. So tell your friends, and then link them to this video, and then tell them to subscribe. Okay, I'm going to quit being a subscriber whore right now. Okay, enough of that. But anyway, how would I build Zyra? She seems like she is not really mana-starved, or mana-starved until later game when she actually gets her cooldowns and starts spamming. So I would suggest building her somewhat like Morgana, giving her a what is it? Rod of Ages, and then getting her something to keep the enemies near her plants, something like a Rylai's. Those should be your 2 build goals, because she needs to be a little bit more tanky and have a little bit of extra CC, because she doesn't already have 2 hard CCs, plus her slow. But, yeah. Now, when you get those items, you're going to have Sorcerer Shoes, but I actually wouldn't recommend Sorcerer Shoes on her. I would recommend getting Merc Treads on her. Now you're probably wondering why. If your enemy has any smarts, they're going to try and CC you, and this will take away your range for your E to get your snare off. So I suggest Merc Treads. This will also help you early game in your lane, and then to compensate for your lack of magic penetration, you can pick up a Void Staff as your sixth item, or fifth item, depending on when you want to get your Rabadons. So here's your build so far. You've got a Rod of Ages, a Rylai's, and Merc Treads. You have 3 extra slots. Those slots should be filled with a Void Staff, a Rabadons, and then a Morello's Evil Tome, or if you're just swimming in money, grab a Athene's. You'll get more MR, and that's actually really good because you are building somewhat tanky. You can get an Athene's for the MR and, well, the cooldown reduction and a lot of the ability power. Now, I don't suggest the build order for this is as follows, in my own opinion. Get that Rod of Ages out there first, get that thing snowballing, and allow you to stay in lane and sustain yourself. Grab the Rylai's for the upcoming fights that are going to happen after your Rod of Ages is about maxed. Then it's pretty much time for you to pick your own poison. You can pick your magic penetration from your Void Staff. You can pick your cooldown reduction and more armor from your Athenes. Or you could start building a Rabadons for more damage. Now, she seems more of a utility champion during a fight, so in my opinion, I get the Athenes, then the Rabadons, then the Void Staff, because very late game is when people start to build armor in most of my games, because the people I play against are probably horrible. Well, some of them are horrible. But anyway, that's about that. But yeah, that's a good way to build Zyra in my opinion. She will be tanky, she will be able to have high mobility, and oh, another thing about Zyra's nerf, she's getting her base movement speed moved down to 310, I think. So that's a better reason to start with boots at 3. But this has been a nicely sized LinkedIn, so time for the closing. If you enjoyed the content provided, leave a like. You want to stay current, subscribe. And I will talk to you all on Wednesday.
For the honor of all. On the double. For the honor of all. Move out.